Y'all, Meg Thee Stallion is stressed out behind this Tory Lanez and this whole new, I guess it's not even new, but it has a new light, this free Tory movement. She posted the TikTok yesterday following everything, right? All of these people doing these change.org petitions and saying Tory should be free and he didn't shoot her.
Y'all, you know Megan Thee Stallion got shot by Tory Lanez in 2020, right? That whole drama ended up with Tory getting a 10-year prison sentence. Now, hold up. Tory's lawyers are back in the game saying, nope, he didn't do it. They're even bringing in new evidence, y'all. Like, wait a minute, this man's been locked up for almost 5 years already, and now he's saying he didn't do it? This is wild. And of course, Megan Thee Stallion isn't just sitting around quietly. She's already calling out this new evidence, saying she's not buying any of it. It's definitely messy, with all these new details popping up, and Megan getting super emotional about it. Whew, this is gonna be a whole ride. Stick around because you don't want to miss how this all unfolds. Alright, let's rewind and get you caught up real quick. So, back in July 2020, Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez were just vibing at Kylie Jenner's Hollywood Hills crib, having a good time by the pool.
We had to come kill the streets for 5 minutes. You said what?
I gotta turn down the music, the PD just came right.
Okay. Tory, don't get my phone wet.
But things took a wild turn early the next morning when police showed up after gunshots were fired outside. Tory got arrested for having a hidden gun, and Megan ended up with a gunshot wound to her foot. At first, rumors said Megan hurt her foot on broken glass, but then photos and videos dropped, showing the real deal, blood and all. Megan stayed quiet for a bit, but eventually broke her silence, straight up saying Tory shot her.
So, since y'all hoes so worried about it, yes, this Tory shot me. You shot me. And you got your publicists and your people going to these blogs lying and shit. Stop lying.
The case blew up from there, with back-and-forth claims, arguments, and a courtroom drama that lasted for years. Fast forward, Tory got hit with multiple felony charges, shooting with a gun, having an unregistered weapon, and shooting with gross negligence. The jury found him guilty on all counts. After a long legal battle and appeals, Tory Lanez was sentenced to 10 years in prison. Megan didn't show up to the sentencing, but she sent a letter saying the shooting messed her up big time and she's still healing, saying she'll never be the same and can't even imagine being in the same room as Tory again. Now, fast forward to now, and things got even messier. Megan's legal squad just dropped a huge 31-page document, putting all those fresh rumors and new evidence on blast. Billboard got the scoop, and Megan's lawyer, Alex Spiro, wasn't having any of it. He basically said, nope, we're done with this nonsense. He went on to say all these new claims are falling apart one by one, reminding everyone the case was decided based on solid proof. And he didn't hold back calling out the folks stirring up drama as straight-up foolish bullies trying to drag Megan back through the mud. So, on May 14th, Tory Lanez's team went full-on press conference mode, hyping up this former bodyguard dude, Bradley James. They claimed he overheard Kelsey Harris, yeah, Megan's ex-bestie, admit she was the one who actually pulled the trigger. Like, big plot twist, right? And wait for it. They even said they had some surveillance footage backing it up. The next day, May 15th, Spiro told XXL magazine that this case was handled fair and square. Lanez was tried, the jury made their decision, and that's that. But he didn't stop there. On May 22nd, Megan's lawyers dropped the mic with a report that shut down all that talk. They said James wasn't even there that night. He never publicly said a thing about who fired the gun. Lanez's team was just out here telling stories, no receipts.
Gotta tell you, I'm pretty surprised. This is the statement from Mr. Spiro. Tory Lanez was tried and convicted by a jury of his peers, and his case was properly adjudicated through the court system. This is not a political matter. This is a case of violent assault that was resolved in the court of law. Hey, Alex, have you heard about the person who said they were working for Kelsey and overheard her admitting to the crime? And do you have any response to that?
And about that Ring camera footage they're hyping up, Megan's team said it's old news. It was already shown to the jury back in 2022. So it's not some brand new smoking gun, just stuff we've all seen before. And remember that whole DNA drama? Like, oh, it was only female DNA on the gun? Well, Megan's team cleared that up too, saying that the tests actually showed a 90% chance that the DNA on the gun belonged to a man. So, Lanez's people might want to check those facts again. Now, the internet is eating this up and folks are jumping in with their 2 cents. sense. One person's like, did the new evidence fall out of his guts? Where was this evidence before? Another fan was loud and proud, saying, agreed, he's guilty idgaff, I ride for Megan forever. Then someone else on X said, I'm glad Megan lawyers are finally fighting back. Tory is the true liar, feeding into conspiracy theories and paying for smear campaigns. And earlier this month, Tory was hospitalized after he got stabbed by another inmate at the California Correctional Institute in Tehachapi. Yep, things have been wild for him in there. Now, let's get into what Megan had to say, because she went all the way off. On May 20th, she dropped this long statement on TikTok, and she wasn't holding back at all. Megan was basically like, when are y'all gonna stop making me relive this? When are Tory and his fans gonna stop lying on me? She even asked, how much are y'all getting paid to keep harassing me every single day? You could feel her frustration jumping off the screen. Megan also said Lanez didn't even take the stand during the trial. He didn't have the guts to say he didn't shoot her while under oath because he knew what was up. And Megan wasn't playing. She even had a 5-year restraining order granted against Lanez back in January 2025. Toward the end of her statement, she went straight at him. You shot me. There's no new evidence. Y'all been saying the same shit for years. She called Tory a demon and told him straight up to leave her alone. Then she was like, I'm off this silly ass internet shit. Bye. And that was that. Now let's talk about how other celebs are reacting, because it's a whole mess. Tory's been getting some major support from people like Drake, Chris Brown, Ye, and Kodak Black. And get this, a Florida Congresswoman, Anna Paulina Luna, even said she's pushing for Tory to get pardoned because Amber Rose brought his case to her attention. Wild, right? On Megan's end, she's clearly been paying attention to how some of these artists are acting. Like Glorilla, for example. Megan unfollowed her on May 21st after Glorilla posted an Instagram story using a Tory Lanez song. Glorilla tried to clear the air, saying she doesn't do internet mess, and it was just an innocent repost, and now they're following each other again. Drama cleared? For now. And shout out to SZA for speaking up. She had Megan's back in the comments of a video by lawyer and influencer Alicia Luncheon, who was calling out how folks online are bullying Megan.
Oh, Tory Lanez is innocent. Tory Lanez is innocent. There's new evidence. Okay, so why are you telling me you need to be telling the court? Tell the court. You discovered new evidence, and your first thought was to do a press conference? There's nothing I can do for you. I'm the general public. You need to be talking to the government. You want him released, but his lawyers haven't filed anything? That's not how any of this works. Your client got stabbed multiple times, and you're saying, oh, I have new evidence that proves he's innocent. That sounds like extremely relevant information.
SZA was like, the density. She couldn't believe how comfortable people were being so loud about attacking a woman who's proven to be a victim of assault. She was basically like, y'all want to be dumb in public? Like, really? It was giving, girl, I see you and I got you. So yeah, that's where things stand right now. Megan's straight up done with a mess and the drama. Some celebs got her back, some not so much. And the internet's still out here running its mouth. But don't trip, because this story's still rolling and we're gonna keep y'all in the loop. So make sure to stick around.